Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the three-day data science workshop organized by Edunix. I'm the part of Edunix. So, before we start, I would like to introduce our trainer for the workshop, Mr. Tanmay Ghosh. He's an assistant professor in the School of Computer Science and Application with a strong specialization in the cutting edge and widely adopted programming languages. He empowers students to build impactful web applications while gaining a practical understanding of web development, project implementation, and security challenges. So he brings 5 years of corporate experience in web development, along with the 5 years of nationwide training experience, both online and offline, in web development and network security. So his core expertise lies in guiding learners. As we have a 3 days bootcamp data session, so the last is on Saturday, we'll be having the special career guidance by our founder, Mr. Guru Murthy. So he'll be covering how to get the data science jobs, the current market needs, and how to build the right roadmap, and what companies expect in the interviews, IBAC global certification, everything. So I request everyone here to stay muted throughout the session. If you have any doubts, it will be addressed end of the session by the trainer. So please stay focused and avoid switching screens. And all the participants who are attending all the 3 days workshops will be receiving the official participation certificate from EduNX in the next week. So thank you once again for joining everyone. So we hope these 3 days will give you a strong start to your data science journey. So now I hand it over to Tanmay sir to begin today's session.
Good evening.
So, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Priya, for giving a lovely introduction to me. And I welcome each one of you over to the session, to the 3 day session on data science and analytics. So, today's session will be more or less related to data science, what is data science, and all related stuff related to it. Uh, if you are able to see my screen, just confirm me. Are you all able to see my screen? Perfect, perfect. Now, this complete day one and day two journey where we are basically looking forward towards the data science and AI thing. We will be moving with this Mentimeter where you all will be able to interact with me and see the whole presentation, and all the live quizzes and communication will be done through this. So you can just see a QR code. You can just take out a mobile, scan this QR code, and connect with me in the presentation. Or you can open up your system, and in that you can go to menti.com and just type down the code that you are able to see at the top of the screen, 17102044. Okay, what I do, I just copy this and put up in the chat box even so that it becomes easy for all of you. Okay, so you all can go to menti.com and okay, and I just put up the code. The code is again 1710 2044. Okay, so you I've just put up on the chat group also. You can just click on that link and connect with me, or you can just go to any of your browser and connect with me. So currently I can only see 5 people who are connected with me on this presentation, who will be interacting live along with me. So all question, doubts, and everything will be recorded up over here. You can just share upon your details will be uh, known. You will be completely anonymous. No one will get to know who you are, but make sure that you attend and participate it lively so that the complete session of 2 3 days becomes more active and relatable for what we are investing our time into. So please try to connect with it quickly, please. Then we can just start with the today's session. 10 people have already connected up with me. uh, I just wait for another 2 minutes, and then we will be starting with today's session on data science. You can just scan up the QR code that you are able to see on the screen, or you can go to menti.com and type down the code 17102044. to connect with this presentation, or the link is available in the chat box. You can click on it and also get connected up with this presentation. Okay, one another last 1 minute, and then we'll be starting. 14 people have already connected with us in this presentation. 15 had happened now. Let's see, and then we will be starting with today's session. If in between the link gets disconnected or the menti.com link gets disconnected because of network issue or any other thing, do not worry. The link is available in chat box. You can click along with that and again connect back at the same point where you left it. Or you can even any moment of time you can go to menti.com and type the code 17102044, which will be live available on all the presentation till the end of day one. So please make sure you get connected with it and anytime you want to go for last 30 seconds, and then we are about to start with today's session. 18 people have already joined with us in this presentation. 19 it happened. Another last 10 seconds. Okay, so welcome everyone. So we have 19 people, and rest other people can slowly get joined back up with this complete presentation and get along with us. So what is data science basically? When we are talking about data science, we are listening to this complete data science word. So the complete day one, what we will be going on, we will be starting with what is data science, how it was all working upon, what is the pipeline, how the data science works around, what is a data set and how it looks like, where can I get the data sets, that we will be looking through. Next, we will be looking through Python basics, the coding part, what is Python, how the Python codes are written, and we will be having a hands-on on understanding how to write a Python code. Then we will be going with the data handling, understanding how the data is handled upon, how the data is visualized, and there will be some exercise before we go for the final day end of one, where we will be having some question answers, feedback sessions, and understanding more about data science. So this will be the complete agenda for day one that we will be following through. Okay, now let's start about what is the one word that comes into your mind when you hear data science. So wherever you have opened your new browser or on your internet, this complete presentation there, some words or spaces are coming up. Type down what word comes into your mind when you hear data science. Just type down what one word comes into your mind when you hear data science. Let's see what does it comes normally when a person hears data science. So type upon and submit it, and then we can just see it over here that what are the words commonly comes up when we hear about data science. What word comes to your mind when you hear data science? You would be getting some words related to data science. What do you think when you say data science, about data science, or anything? Feel free to submit your answer. Okay, so we got machine learning, automation, visualizing, analytics, data science, machine learning. Great. Whatever comes to your mind, you just type down and submit it. Let's see how much relevant words comes up frequently. Okay, so visualization, machine learning, automation, data analysis, algorithm analysis, analytics. Okay, few people have given me quite a good answers related to what they understand when they hear word data science. How about others? What do you feel or what do you imagine when you hear the word data science? What word comes into your mind first? Any other thing? Anyone else who want to participate and just share upon what comes into your mind when you hear the word data science? Deep learning, AI, good. Algorithms, great. What else? What else comes into your mind? Anyone else putting up your answers? Okay. Is there anyone who is expecting? Okay, machine learning business insight model. Great. Mm, okay. If you have only one answer, that also you can type and submit. Not an issue. Okay. Any other words coming up? Okay, so basically, when we hear about data science, we majorly comes up to your basically what we imagine is visualization, AI, deep learning, data analytics, analysis, algorithm, machine learning, automation, business insight, data visualization, deep learning. Uh, Great, actually, great answers. These are the basic thing that comes into our mind first when we hear the word data science. Data science is majorly used for all of the such purposes to fulfill and understand those things. What is data science basically is basically not about maths or statistics. It is more about storytelling with data. So let's say like what you can just see in the presentation now, there are three pictures. The first picture that is coming up where you can just see a series of movies. There has been a time when you used to go to some of the online portals or go to the stores and purchase a movie or watched a movie online. Now, if you like that movie, you always look for some relevant movie. Maybe sometime you like that movie's character, sometime you like the movie's hero, heroine, or villain, or the story writer, the director, or maybe the story even. Once you like those things, you always expect to have something matching or relevant to also to be watched again with it. That's why you will find nowadays you will find that there is a movie, it got hit, it got a sequel again. The sequel continues over there and the storyline of the script continues. If the storyline up or the heroine, actress, or villain, the story writer, the director, anything gets changed, there can be a suitable disbalance, but there is always a people who are looking towards it at the same expectation what they have seen in the earlier stage. Now, here also the same logic is done by the basic OTT platform. Let's say like our Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus Hotstar, all of them, Amazon Prime, they all do the same. If you watch a movie, let's watch, say we watched a cartoon movie. Now, once we watch that cartoon movie, they will always recommend us other cartoon movies done by those same house or the same director or sometimes the same voiceover. And this how the sequel goes upon. If I watch a movie of some actor, they start pretending and giving me the same recommendation. And on that basis, I love to watch it. Similarly, when I talk about movie theaters like PVR or INOX or some of the relevant of them, what is the thing that they have a limited number of theaters available? They cannot put up all the movies into all the theater rooms. And I'm just talking about like one specific location. In a specific location, there are multiple rooms, theaters available for PVR. Itself, they have four, sometimes they have three, sometimes they have four different corners where the movies have been playing upon. They have to always look for that what type of movie would be working good at this location. Let's say for an example, if I'm talking about Hyderabad, if I'm going put up a movie on Hyderabad, then I have to always look for what type of movie will hit over there. Will it be the local movie, a local language movie? Will it be a English movie or French, Chinese, Hindi, Bengali, Marathi? Which one will run the best? They always look for it, and once they find the best one, they only try to put or invest more time or tickets towards that one. Even some of the Inox and PVR have premium sitting lounge and all, and they do not put all the movies over there. They only put those movies where the people who are interested to watch that movie can afford that type of sitting arrangement. Thus, they try to put such movies in those theaters. These type of data analysis they have to do on that basis. They only can put it up. It is as equal to if there is a simple salt available, which is a white salt, which is near about 20 rupees a kilo, which every household people purchase upon. And there is a Himalayan pink salt, which is somewhere around 100 and 120 rupees kilo packet available. Now, everyone house we will not get the Himalayan pink salt because it's too expensive. Similarly, where I talk about the normal salt which is available at every household. Now, a shopkeeper has to always understand and imagine at his store what will have the more demand, the normal salt or the pink salt. If the shop and its customer base is of middle or lower middle class people, they will always preferring to the white salt than of pink salt. Whereas if my customer base is more of premium customers, then I will have more of pink salt than of white salt because of healthy pricing and multiple factors may affect into the same price. So these are the part where the data analysis happens. Second one that you can just see a photo is about a biryani. A biryani is something which has been very famous in India now. Every state, every location, you will find thousands of stores of biryani. But let's say assume that I am traveling to Hyderabad for the first time and I need to have a plate of biryani. Where to have it? I have no idea. Then how should I get it? I go to Swiggy, I go to Zomato and all of it and ask for biryani and it will recommend me a list of restaurants over there. There will be major of the restaurants which have never been tried or been listed as a top biryani house, but they are giving it on the basis of customer feedback what they have received, how the biryani was, the delivery was how, was the services good, was the taste good, was it popular, is it feasible, is it near to my place. Such factors come into picture on basis the Zomato or the Swiggy prefers me and give me those biryani. Even sometime I try that biryani for the first time, it still gives me the same effect. That is where the Swiggy, Zomato, and all such stuff uses their data analytics to understand which house where to be delivered. The third picture that you are seeing is basically a Google Map location. Whichever locality if you are, whenever you are traveling, even such today, even if you were traveling in some other place or location, you would have find that there would be some places where there is a jam, there is some restriction, there is some things have been stuck upon. If the things have been stuck upon on such places, the local police won't be able to, the traffic police won't be able to know that there is a traffic jam, they have to make it, reduce it. They won't be knowing it, but a company sitting in California, US, Google Maps, its application is telling you on the real time basis that there is a jam. How is it possible? Can anyone tell me the answer? Can just if you know the answer, just put up in the chat box, please. How do you think a company sitting in US or basically Google Maps gets to know that there is a jam on the road, but a local police station next to the jam area doesn't is not aware that there is a jam over there? How do Google Maps get to know that the road is having a jam? What? How do you think they would be knowing it to know about it? Any idea? So, statistics and mathematics. Okay. Okay. Any answers? If anyone is aware about it, how do Google get to know that this road is having a jam or this road is having some issues and you need to change it? How do Google Maps get to know that such road is having a jam? Any idea? Anyone? User data, number of active users stuck in the particular area. Good answers. Anyone else? Anyone else who want to share upon their answers? How Google Maps get to know that there is a jam in one locality? Collecting real-time data from multiple users. Okay, good. So I guess these are the very pretty good answers than of a normal answer that I normally get is about satellite data and all. which is not feasible because the satellite again comes back again after 12 hours only. So there are no thousands of satellites available on the above me who are looking towards me and every time. So it's not the satellite, but it is correct that the number of people, active users are stuck into it, specifically the Android mobile users. So when an Android mobile user is stuck upon, or a Google Map customer is, or like with iPhone or something, has been stuck upon in that part for a long period of time, it imagines that there is a jam, there is a slow moving traffic and all. If you have recently saw that there was a video on social media where a person in a cart put up around hundreds of Google Android mobiles over there, keeping their Google Maps on, walking towards the road, making sure that the Google Maps shows that there is a slow moving traffic. Thus, major number of the people got diverted from that road to the normal other roads than of the highway. This is how the Google Maps also gets fooled that there is a jam, because multiple of the devices are moving slowly in the cart by the person. He has made sure that the people who are moving towards through the Google Maps direction, they also get directed to other places. Even here also you are able to see that there are been alternative routes. You take this route, there is a traffic jam. You take the other route, it's a longer route. There is a third alternative which will be having some holes into it, some slow moving traffic, or some other thing. There are always a story behind it. How do you travel from one location, your origin location, to your destination? Thus, we get to know more a detailed idea that how does the data science is working through. Now let's talk about this question. Where do you think the data science is used the most? Where do you think the data science is used the most? So whichever picture do you feel is the correct one where the data science is used the most, just click over there please and submit it. Okay, I got one answer, two, three. Quickly, everyone, please, whichever answer you feel like is correct, just click over there and we get to know the answers. Okay, so till now, four answers we have received. Okay, we have e commerce, we have healthcare, finance, entertainment, transportation, and everywhere. Five people have answers, and everyone is saying everywhere they have been stating upon. How about others? Quickly, quickly, please, everyone, quickly, so that we can give more time to our hands-on practices and all. So quickly, if you can just post down what is the correct answer you think upon, just click over that place and submit. Okay, only five responses I have got. Anyone else? Okay, so I guess others are not getting connected or is an issue. Fine. So let's see the answer. The answer is very much pretty simple. Everywhere is the play answer where the data science is used. Wherever you go, everywhere the data science is a part which is required, without which we cannot think of multiple more industries moving around. Now, what is a data pipeline basically? Data pipeline is a place where you basically collect your products. So once you collect it, you try to clean all the data. You take only the and take the proper ones out of it. You explore that how you are going to do things, how you arrange it, how you want to stipulate, operate over there, and on that basis you create a model. On that model, you basically work that complete application, and once that is done, you deploy the output. It is very simple. If a simple way like how I've given here is like cooking. If I, let's say, like I have a guest who's coming up, and for that I want to create a specific dish. For the specific dish, what all things I require, I collect those ingredients. Let's say like the vegetables, the fruits, the masalas, and all what I require, I collect them. Once I collect it, I cut down my vegetables. I collect only the fresh part or the required part of my vegetable or the fruits from it and make it ready. Once it is all done, I make sure that are they of particular requirement things or not. Let's say like I'm just taking some vegetable and I do not need the skin, so I ripe off the skin over there. I do not require the head. I chop off the heads over there. I just need the exact product. I just take that thing into it. Then once all my ingredients and everything has been cleaned, properly cut down into how I require it, I start cooking it. Once the cooking is done, I serve the dish. This is what is called collect, clean, explore, and model and deploy. Now, when I am just saying about collecting my data, making sure that the data have been done in proper way, then I take only the specific rows which I require to take out of it. I clean those data. After cleaning it, I start computing it and finds the model that is it giving me a relevant answer towards it. Once it gives me a relevant and a proper answer, I present it into a proper presentation so that people are able to see through it. Let's say, for an example, stocks. If I say stock market, in my stock market, we majorly get thousands of stocks are available. Each stock is getting a change in the price every second. Okay, there is a change in price on each of the stock every second, which is sometimes going up or down than the base price. Every day it is going on with thousands of stocks. Same thing is going on. But at the end of the day, how did the market did? How we get to know? We get to know that the market went up or went below. If you see the reports, if you see the newspaper, everywhere it's written that market has gone up or the market has gone down. How it is identified? It is identified that at what the market got open and what at what the market got closed. Was there a significant difference between them? If not, then the market remained constant. If there was significant difference, if it was positive, the sales were high, so it will be saying the market went up. If the sales were low, so it will be saying the market went down. The simple way it is presented that I do not need to go for each of the stocks and find out what second, what minute, at what day, how much stock has happened. I can easily analyze that stock's price in the whole day. Did it went up or did it went low or did it remain constant? I can easily stimulate it and understand that is it a good stock or not, or is it the stock giving me some advantages or not towards it. This is what the data pipeline completely holds upon. Now, when we are talking about the data pipeline, we require the data sets. There are thousands of places where you can collect the data sets. I have just got you the six best places where you can get the data sets. The first one is Kaggle. This is the world's largest collection of data sets which is available, and there are multiple competitions, uh, uh, challenges, learning mechanisms are going upon on the data sets, how to work upon it, how to implement it, and you can even see how good you are in competing of your opponents. If you are going good, even major big companies are very much happy with having people over there, developers who are getting certified by Kaggle by their ranking perspective. Second one comes the UCI machine learning repository, which is a classic data set which are available into it. Then comes Google data set search, like how you have Google search engine, we have a Google data set search, where you go upon and you will find a data set search machine where you basically can find out any type of data set that you are looking for. You just type upon and the data sets will be available for you to work. Then comes data.gov. This is a data sets available related to Indian government. So Indian government, what ministry, what local ministry, what type of election commission, and all of such ministry and government bodies share their data set over there. Majority of the data sets are dummy databases, but you can work upon it, and there are some real facts and figures that can come out of it. Sometimes these data sets are very good for creating projects relevant to your real-time projects that you have for Indian specifically. Then comes the GitHub, which is an open source project and datasets hub where you will find projects, you will find datasets, and available around the whole time within GitHub. Then comes the World Bank Open Data. This holds the majorly World Bank related data where country level datasets are available, economical datasets are available all around the country, which also you can work upon and find out multiple insights over there. For today's session, we have Google Colab with us, where we will be doing some of the coding part, and there we will be connecting with it, and there will be a data set on which we will be working around. In quite a few while, I will be sharing you my data set on which we will be working today and tomorrow, and trying to find out the data sets. So if you could quickly just copy this link and just connect with me. And I also share the same link in the chat box so that you all can connect with me along with this. Okay, by the time you all getting connected with me, please make sure that you click on the link which is available in the chat box and connect with this Google Colab where the codes are available. Which and along with that, please create a new one. So once you are available, let's say like something like this will you will be able to see on your screen. Just go to File and create a new notebook in Drive. So when you create a new notebook in Drive, you are able to code along with me. So once what coding we I am doing up over here, you can get the same codes over here from this link, and you create a new one so that you can also type upon and just see that you are able to code along with me in Python language. By the meantime, everyone is getting ready with it. Let me just know that how many of you are coding for the first time. Just put up in the chat box that you're coding for the first time in the chat box, please. Quickly. If you're coding for the first time, please type upon in the chat box, I'm coding for the first time. Great. I have one. Ashwarya is there. Anyone else? Okay. I'm getting Shams, Anchita. Great. I got four people who are coding for the first time. Five, six, yes, six people. Anyone else who's coding for the first time? Okay, so we have Anchita, Balakrishnan, Rajkumar who are coding for the first time. So I guess you all will enjoy coding today, and you hope you have a good learning experience along with us. Uh, Yes, Vishnu, if you are able comfortable with your mobile phone, you can always connect with the mobile phone thing. Not an issue. Okay. So once you are all ready with your Google Colab, you are able to open this one and you have created a new one. Just let me know that in the chat box that yes, we are ready. Just type ready in the chat box and I will get to know that yes, the people are already ready to start the coding part. Okay, one, two people, three. Three people are ready to code. Four, five, six, seven. Seven people are ready to code along with us. How about others? Eight, nine, 10. 10 people. Okay. Just type down ready if you are ready and you have opened this Python collab, which I have shared the link, and you have created a new one also. If you are done, just type down ready and I will get to know that you are ready and then we can start coding for the day one. Okay. So I guess majority of the people are ready. Anyone who is still will take some time, just let me know so that we can wait a second or some two, or we continue. Okay, I guess majority of them are ready. So let's start with it. Okay. So when we are starting with it, the first thing that we are going to learn is the Python basics, how to code in Python. The first thing that we are written is, let's say like I have written print. Here I have written just print. Let me just type it from beginning. I just write print over there. I open a normal brackets over there. Put in the quotes, double quotes over there. Just make sure that you have entered double quotes or single quotes, whichever. But do make sure that whatever if you have opened with a single quote, you close with a single quote. If you are opening with a double quote, end with a double quote. Just that. Once you have done, you just write over there, welcome to day one, whatever you feel like you can just write. I just writing welcome to day one, just simple, this one line. Here you can just see a play button is there. You just click on it and you will find that it is running the code. Once it's running, you will be able to see the output, welcome to day one. I just write in place of this, welcome to everyone to data science session. Welcome everyone to data science session. And you can just see it is getting printed. So quickly, if you can just type down this print and open up on the brackets with double quotes and type upon anything what you feel like and click the play button. And if you get the output, just let me know in the chat box that yes, I am getting the output. Mehboob, you don't need to install anything. Everything is pre-installed in Google Colab. You don't need to do anything. So if you got an output, just confirm me in the chat box. Yes, you got an output. Sorry. Mehboob, you need to open a new one, and in that you have to type this, not in the existing one. I have just shared you mine one for reference. Mehboob, you need to create a new one, and in that you have to start the coding. Anyone else who got the output, just confirm in the chat box. Yes, you have got the output. Anyone else who got the output? Only 4 to 5 people have got the output. How about others? Okay. Anyone else who else got the output? Okay, great. So once you have got the output, you will be able to see do this also. Let's say for an example, my I just write name equal to, and then in double quotes I just give it my name. You enter your name, I am entering my name. Okay, I'm just entering my name, Tanmoy. I'm just giving my age for an example, let's say like 36 or 35. Okay, and then I just write print. Okay, and in this print, I am just writing name, comma, age. I'm just writing name, comma, age. Now, once I write it and I click the play button, you are able to see Tanmoy 35. Now, this name, what you are seeing, name is equal to Tanmoy. This name is called a variable. A variable is something which stores value inside of it. So this name that I've written Tanmoy is now stored inside name. This 35 that you are seeing is a number. This number is stored inside this variable called age. Now, when I put up with double quotes, that makes a string over there. The string is basically a number or collection of characters. So these are like a collection of characters, and now this is called a total. This total is called a string when I put it inside a double quotes or a single quote. In Python, it doesn't matter. Now, this complete thing is stored inside a variable which is called name. Now, similarly, when I write only 35 over there, this is a integer, a number. If I put the 35 inside double quotes, this 35 will be converted into a string again. Okay, so I've just written 35. Now it's an integer, a number. Now this number is been stored inside age. Now here when I'm printing, I'm just saying name, comma age. So it is printing my name, Tanmoy, what it has in place of name, and what it have in the place of age, that is getting printed up over here. Now, what you need to do is that you have to enter your name, you enter your age, and just try to print it and just see if you are getting the output or not. If you get the output with your name and your age into it, just type done. in the chat box so I can get to know, yes, you are done and you have got the output. On how to create, kindly help me, not with the previous code. How you are able to see Ashwarya over here, I have just given a variable name. You give whatever thing you want, equal to, in double quotes, you write your name. Then you give age is equal to whatever your age is, that number, and then print, same like earlier, like print name, comma, age you give, and you just play the button, you will get your details up over there. Just try. Great. Three people have already completed. They got their output. Four done. Okay, great. Please try to print your name, your age up over there. If you have got the output with your name and your age, just type done in the chat box so that I get to know that yes, you are ready with it. Done, everyone? If you're done, just type done in the chat box so that I get to know that yes, you have done it and you got the output properly. Great. Good. Okay, I guess majority of the people have completed it. Others who have still not completed it, just quickly complete it off and just update me in the chat box. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now we have just typed out our own name, our own age, and we have tried to print it. Now next, what we are trying to do is that I have a multiple series of name. Let's say like I have a name is equal to, I have given my all my friends name like Rahul, Prem, Pranav, Akash. I've just given some name into it. Now when I need to print it, if I directly try to print name, it will be printed something like this. If I just say print and inside it I just give name over there and just try to print it. I am getting a list like how I have created a list. The same list is only available in my print when I print it. But I want each individual name to be printed up over there. To print it, every time I have to call them separately. To do that, what I have to do, I have to use loops. A loop is basically a circular mechanism through which the coding will be repeated until unless the condition state to be false. When the condition is false, it will come out of the loop. Till the time it will be running. That means that first loop when it runs, it will print Rahul. When the second time it runs, it will print Prem. On third, it will print Pranav. On fourth, it will print Akash, and my output will be coming out of it. And once after that there is no name, so loop will close up over there. To do that, I am using a for loop. I just type upon for, and here I call upon a variable called I. Okay, and this I basically is the variable which will be making sure that how many times the loop has run. So I am just writing I in where I want it. I want it inside name. Now this will make sure that how many elements do I have in my name? I have four elements, so I will run till four times. Okay, every time it will run, so I put up a colon over there. Now, what I need to do, I need to print. Okay, and now what I need to print, I need to print I over there. This I. When the I is at Rahul, so Rahul will be printed. When the name is at Prem, Prem is printed. When the name I is on Pranav, Pranav is printed. When the I is in Akash, Akash gets printed. And after that, there is no name, so the loop ends up over there. So this is what a loop looks like. Okay, I can print each individual name all together one by one if when the loop is running upon. Okay, so quickly just try to add your four to five of your friend name, or four to five different colors, or four to five different vegetables, fruits, whatsoever, and try to print it and just see if you are able to do it or not. If you have completed it, please put up in the chat box that completed. Once you have completed it, just update it in the chat box so that I get to know that you have learned how to get a loop ready data set. So quickly, if you have completed it, just put up in the chat box that yes, you have done it, you have completed it. Just quickly, just update it up over there in the chat box. If you have completed it, the loops that we just did, now then just please update it in the chat box. Yes, you have done it. You have got the output. You just type down in the message in the chat box so that I get to know that you have done it. Great. Done. Good. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, this is a loop, a normal loop. Now, we are basically understanding how the loop basically runs. So, let's say, like, for in this time, I have not taken I have taken F. And now F in range of 4. So, basically, F will now be moving till it reaches to 4. Now, where f the value of f as a variable is not defined, thus f will start from 0. Okay, here f will start from 0 and will move to the range of 4. Okay, now when it starts, it will go to 0, 1, 2, 3. And what will 4 times it have run? So it will finish it off. So here where I write print f, I will be able to see what all loop it runs. So first when it run, f is at 0. Yes, it's in the range of 4, so it prints 0. F then gets incremented by 1. Now f value is 1. Is it in the range of 4? Yes, so it prints it 1. 3 is in the range of 4. Yes, so it prints 3. Then it turns to 4. 4 is in the range of 4. No, 4 is not in the range of 4. 4 is equal to 4. 4 is not in the range of 4, so it does not approves it, and it this loop ends up over there. So this is what is the for f in range of 4. If you print it, it will be coming an output of 0, 1, 2, 3 only. Okay, if you have done it, then what you all can do is that there in the Mentimeter there is a question up over there. For I in the range of 6, print I, what it will be. Let's say like I have for I in range of 6 and print I, what will be the output? If you know the correct answer, what will be the output of it? Please select in the Mentimeter, and then we will be able to see how many of you have got the correct results over there. If you have done it, you can go to Mentimeter. You will be getting your results up over there. What output do you really think is the correct one? Select that option. So already we have received three answers, three results. Quickly, everyone, just type upon your answers. Just see what's the result coming up. Go to your Mentimeter and just see what is the actual result. And if you got the answer, go to the menti.com. What links I have already shared in the presentation. Select the correct answer that you think is the correct one. So I got four results up over there. People have given their results. Quickly, you also look through what is the result and just select up over there. Select up your results, go to Mentimeter, and I will show you the results up over there that quickly. Go to Mentimeter, the results are over there, the options are there. Select the options quickly. Already received around six results up over there. What output you got, select from there in the Mentimeter. Then I will reveal what is the correct answer. Quickly, everyone. Quickly, everyone, please find out what's the correct answer and choose in the Mentimeter what will be the correct answer that you should select upon over there. For I in range of 6, print I. What will be the output? And we will be having a 5 minutes break before we continue to the next session. So those who have already completed can go for a 5 minutes break. It's 9 or 10. We will start again at 9:15. Till the moment, if you have any questions and all, you can ask up over here. You can put up your question in the chat box and I will answer it. We will be having a 5 minutes break. 9:15. We will be again continuing our session from here. So please be quick, come back fast, and we'll continue it till the time I'm available. If you have any questions, put down your question in the chat box, or if you are still working with the output, work with the output and select your correct answer in the Mentimeter. What will be the correct answer that is there? Or ask your question in the chat box. I will be there to answer you. If you have any questions, you can put up in the chat box or you can just find out the answer for that and just update it in the Mentimeter. Only six responses I have received in the Mentimeter till now. At 9:15, we will be again continuing our session. 4 minutes left before we start with the session. Mehboob, you can just find out the link that I have shared earlier, or you can go to menti.com and just get it back again. Let me just put you the link again. You can just click on this link and connect with this. If you have any questions, you can put up in the chat box and I will be answering you. 10 responses I've received in Mentimeter till now. Well, responses, two more minutes, and then we will be starting with the next session. I am getting an error for while printing names. Vishnu Priya, please make sure that when you are printing, typing down the thing, make sure that there is a space uh, before the print command. Okay, Vishnu Priya, please make sure it. Or if you can just copy me the error, what is coming up, and paste it up in the chat box, so I can refer to it. Anyone else having an error in the code can ask, I will help you out. Or if you have any other question related to the subject or the course, you can obviously ask me now. One more minute before we continue with today's session. Good. If you have got your answers and all, please come to the Mentimeter and update select the correct option, which will give you which will let me know that how many of you are getting the correct answers. 14 people have given me the responses over there. Vishnupriya, in this, your print, before print, you have to click on tab button. So your print is completely on one line. That's called indentation error that comes in Python. You just make sure that the space is there before print. You give one single space bar also, or you can give a tab or click on tab, and that will give you enough space to resolve this issue of indentation. Okay, let's continue with our session now. So let's see what's the result coming out. So we have like one person is saying error, one person is saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 people are saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So majority of the people are getting the correct answer for the this question 0, 1. This one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the correct answer. If I come up over here and let me just print it out, we are getting an answer called 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I starting from 0 and moving till 5 over there, and 6 is not in the range, so it just stops up over there. Congratulations everyone for getting the correct answers up over there and working with that. Next one that we are having is about Python libraries. When we are talking about Python libraries, we are basically having multiple libraries and packages. So there have been like numerous amount of developers and people available who have already done a lot of coding for us. once their codes have been put up as packages and library that make our work more easier up in that space. So for that, what we do, we basically try to import those packages. Once those packages are imported, I can work along with them. I do not need to code a lot. Those codings are basically done in those packages. I have to just send my data and they will do the calculation and send it back to me. Such similarly, we have pandas and numpy. I will explain about what is pandas and what is numpy later on. But currently, they are two libraries functions that we have, which we are importing now. Now, when we are importing pandas as a package into it, we have to give it a name. So we will be calling it as PD. And when I import numpy, I call it as NP. Okay, so please make sure that when you are entering those details, you enter it similarly, because in the later on the code, I will be every time referring pandas by PD and numpy by NP everywhere in the code. So once this all things have been imported properly, it should print libraries loaded successfully. So if the library is loaded successfully, it should come up when I click the play button. It just says libraries loaded. That means all my packages are imported successfully. So just quickly, everyone, please try to load your Python libraries up over there so that we can just see that we are ready or not to move ahead. Once you are done, please make sure you put up in the chat box, yes, you are ready. Once you are ready, you just put up in the chat box, ready to move ahead. Quickly, fast. If you have done it, you have got the output. Uh, Libraries loaded. Just type down ready in the chat box and in the chat box so that I get to know you are ready to move ahead. Just quickly, everyone, those who have completed, just let me know in the chat box if you are ready or not. Great. I got two people saying ready. They are ready up. How about others? If you are ready, just confirm up in the chat box. Others quickly just try to import all the libraries, the two libraries that we are using, pandas and numpy, and then just print libraries loaded. That will make sure that your libraries are loaded successfully. Okay, so I guess everyone has tried it and their libraries have got loaded. Uh, Mehboob, I just said that pandas and numpy I will tell you later on when we will be using it in depth. Currently, just we are loading, understanding how to load libraries and packages. So now once we have done uploading the Python libraries and packages, we are now going to learn about data handling. So basically, when I have a data set and when I insert a data set, there are multiple issues into it. There, the data sometimes will not be complete, it will not be proper up over there. I have to retrieve it, find it, and make it more clear in that part. For doing that, what I'm doing here is, let's say like for data handling part, I am trying to import a library called complete data set, which is called students.csv, which I have created personally for my specific work. Now, when I just write df is equal to pd.read underscore csv, this pd is from the pandas, which is coming up from here. Now here, what we are doing, we are trying to read the CSV file, the student.csv, df dot. In df, it is the variable stored, and the df dot head will make sure that it reads the first five rows of the data set. But currently, when I run it, it's just saying file not found error because the file is not available. Okay. So just quickly, just you see carefully how to load the file into that part. What you require is the folder files that has been set upon. You click on the files and such thing will open. Just go to this upload button. You click on this upload button. I just look for my file student.csv up over here. I double click on it I click OK, and my file is now uploaded. Once my file is uploaded, I click the play button. Now you are able to see my all the first 5 rows of my complete data set is ready up over there. Now what I do is that I give you this link of this data set in the chat box. Please click on this link in the chat box and try to download this CSV file. Please find out the CSV file in the chat box, download that CSV file, and upload it into this part. And after you have done it, you just try to run this file. Whatever the name of the file that you have given, make sure that the same thing is written up over there. Try to run df.head. If you are getting this complete output with the first 5 rows with the headers of the table into it, that means you have run successfully pandas inside the CSV file. Once you're done, just type down in the chat box done, and we are ready to move ahead. Once you are done downloading the CSV file, try to upload it up into this part where how I have just shown you how to upload the file. In that, once you have done it, just try to type down the code pd.read underscore CSV inside the bracket, the file name, and put up inside a variable called df. Then df.head, you have to run that function, and this thus you will be able to see the first 5 rows of the code. Once you are done, just type down done in the chat box so that I can get to know that you are ready to move ahead. Great. Sebastian has completed it. How about others? If you're finding anything difficult at any point of time, please share upon your doubts and queries in the chat box so that I can help you on time. Vishnu, maybe in your mobile it would be seen like a different part, but you have to look through to for the files section. Inside the files, you have to upload it. Or let me just wait a minute. Let's say like if it is something like this type of preview in your mobile, you will always find these files at this part where you can go click on the upload button, select your file whichever you want to select, student.csv, done. Once it is done, close it, type down this code, what you are able to see, and then run it. Simple, it will work on. Okay, others who have completed it, done, please just update in the chat box, done, so that I can understand you are all ready to move ahead. Others, please update me fast. If you are done, Vishnupriya, if you can just copy me the error and just paste it up in the chat box so that I can understand what type of error you are getting. If anyone is getting any queries or doubts or error, please share me in the chat box so that I can help you out. Rakshita, can you just copy and paste the code that you are typing around? Okay, Divya. So to upload it, what you need to do is that you have to find this file section. You click on this file section, such tab will open up. You just make sure that this is the upload part. You click on this upload, or dialog box will open where you can just select which file you want to upload. So, once you have uploaded, select the student.csv, it gets uploaded up over there. Once it is done, you can type down this code and just try to run it. It should run it up properly. The file link is in the chat box. You can find it out and just click and download this file. Okay. Others, if you have completed it, please put up in the chat box. Done so that I can understand. Okay. Others who are having some errors, please share upon your doubts, errors into it, the chat box so that I can help. Okay, let's move ahead. I think no issues, everyone is done. Okay, now let's say like I have collected all my data, I have done it properly. Now next what I require. Now, whatever the data that I have just uploaded, I just want to take some information about it. So if I just write df.info, if you remember at the top, just a moment, this is something that's coming up. Let me just Okay, so where I have get df, I am just taking df.info. Now this df.info, what it is doing is that it is taking the complete information about what type of data sets do I have. The first thing that you are seeing is the number of rows that I have. So number of columns that I have every part. Now in that column, what are the headers that do I have into it? So these are my column headers over there. Next to it is the non-null. So how many of them are having values which are not having null values to it? So currently like student ID has 507 values and these are non-null values. These do have some content into it. So these are like this 507 name, 507 age, 507 genders are there. City you will find 487 non-null values, but it is not matching with the gender. So there are some of the city which are null over there. Null means empty. There is no value to it. Similarly, you will find the same thing in maths, science, scores, English, your extracurricular. You are able to find it easily that these are the some positions where the values are null values are available. Now, let's say like I'm talking about student ID. These are present as an object. They are available in object type like age. It is available as integer. 64 is the 64 bit. So that is not a big problem issue because majority of the elements that you will find here is like integer, float. They all will be in 64 bit. Not an issue, but int means integer. These are numbers basically, and these are object like strings that we have done earlier. Then we have float. Float values are basically decimal values. They're integer values with decimal into it, dot and then some values to it. So there is a maths code to it. There is a science code to it. There is an English code to it. And there is the attendance percentage, which is also in a decimal value. Now, like this, what are the different column heads we have and how these values are, the complete thing is identified. There are data types, float data type is there, integer data type is there, object data type is there. There are nine object data types, there is one integer one, and there are five float values to it. It is consuming a memory storage of 59.5 KB or more above it. So this is the complete info that you are getting about the data set that we have. If you have found the data set info, please just put a post it in the chat box. Rakshit, just please make sure that when you are writing df dot head, you are putting up the brackets, the function you are calling the functions properly. Please look into that. I found it missing up in your code. Okay, if you are done and you are getting a complete uh, information like this in the DF info part, please do update me in the chat box. Yes, done. Great. So once we are done, we have got basic information that what is the information related to the data set we have. Now, once we got it, let's describe the data set. What type of data set do I have? So I just write df.describe function and see what it describes me about the data set. It is telling me there are age, math, science, English, attendance percentage, and average score. So there are how many counts? So it's just counting it. There are 507 elements related to age, 471 related to math, 472 related to science, 472 related to English, 507 attendance percentage records, and 506 average scores we have. What is the mean value coming for each of them? What is the standard deviation that is coming up? What is the minimum value for each of them is coming? What is the 25 at 25%? What is the values coming up at 50%? What values are coming up? 75%? What values are coming up? And what is the maximum value are they getting up in those specific columns? This is how it is describing us what are the different column heads do I have and what are the different statistical approaches that has been applied to it each individually, which is giving me some details about description about the complete data set. So if you are getting able to see it and you are seeing an explicit explanation about the data set, what it is all about, if you are able to see it, just put up in the chat box done, and we are ready to move ahead of it. If you are done, ready, please Put up in the chat box done so that I can understand yes, you are ready to move ahead. Abhinav, if you can just put up a screenshot of the error of the files, then I can just help you out with that. Where is the issue coming up with the error, please? If you are done, just upload it. Just put up in the chat box. It will be better if you can do not start sharing it because you have stopped the complete process of others also. Please, if you have anything, just take a screenshot, share it up in the chat box. I will help you out. Okay, so let's move ahead. So we have got the DF described. Okay, let me just explain you what all these things are. Pandas are basically used for plotting, statistical methodologies, and all such application we use pandas. Even for visualization of the data, we use pandas. NumPy in the other place is used for mathematical calculation and all such purposes. NumPy is a package where you have all the critical mathematical applications, uh, all its calculations and all are majorly used for that. We use NumPy, and Pandas we majorly use for statistical analysis, plotting, visualization, and analysis of files and data sets. Also, we use Pandas up over there. So these are the two packages that we are using up over here. So this is the basic reason that you are able to see all those data specifically along with these things. Okay, now next we are going with is null. Is null dot sum. So basically, df dot is null basically states us that what all the elements are having null into it. Okay, so we get to know, and then when we write dot sum function to it, it is basically calculating that how many are there factors where there are null values to it. If I can find in my data set each under each column head, what are the column heads are having null values and how many null values they are, I can easily find out over there. So when I write df dot is null, it is finding the null values. Dot sum will make sure it calculates the sum of it and tell me that how many null values are there available. Let's select student ID. There are no null values. Name, there is no null value. Age, no. Gender, no. City has 20 null values to it. For mathematics, there are 36 null values. For science, there are 35 null values. English, 35 null values. Extracurricular, there are 68 null values available. Average score, 1 null value. Pass, 1 null value. Grade, 1 null value are there. There are null values basically means these data sets do not have any value into it. It's an empty data set. Maybe for network issue, for data entry, or for any maybe any reason, there's thus these places the results have not been entered. The marks have not been entered into. Thus, no consequences have come up that the results of the pass or average score grade has also been standard up pending in few of the cases. So now we have easily understood that which are the places where the null values are there. Now, once I identify that these are the places where the null values are there, I can easily try to find out how they can be recovered or how without them I can get a data. Now, for an example, whatever the data says that I have collected and whatever idea that I've got, now let's try to visualize the data. To visualize the data, what I am doing, I am using Matplotlib. Okay, I am using Matplotlib. This will help me in plotting the data and seeing a graphical structure or visualizing the structure how it looks like. With that, I'm using the pyplot. The matplotlib.pyplot is the part where I will be importing my plotting tabs for the day. And I will be calling it as PLT over there. Along with that, I'm using Seaborn for understanding which different graphical structure will help me in understanding that how the structure is looking or the visualization of the data in statistical methodology. And I will be naming it as SNS. Now, what I do, df is equal to pd. PD is from the pandas it is coming. It is reading the .csv file that we had, the student.csv file. Now, from this, what we are doing, we are taking SNS, C bonds, historical plotting. In that, I am you calling this df and wanting to see the passing results. The students who have passed the most, I want to see their plotting, that what factor affected the most the student to pass up over there. I'm using historical plot, and then I'm using plt.show to see through matplotlib how those graphical structures are looking through. Once I'm done, I just click on the play button, and you will be able to see that a complete structure has been created. A graphical structure has been created which says a count yes, pass, no, not pass. Now, in this, the pass column says that 400 plus people have passed, and there has been few people, around 50 people who have failed up over there. Passed, they are no. So similarly, you can have enter multiple columns. You can just see over here. I've just used passed. You can just say average score. I just copy the average score coming down. In place of passed, I just write average score. And for average score, what all the data I'm getting. So average score that what I am getting is like this. So people with 70 around 69 to 70 have got the highest average score. 70 above people have received that over there, and the lowest have been standing somewhere around 45 something, and the 90 has been the again the highest where the people are scoring up in the average score, and it's around like 4 or 5 people have might have got it, something like this as we see. Now let's say like the average score is seen in the historical plot. Let me just take the KDE plot. I just take the KDE plot and just put in my KDE plot and just see how the output looks like now. And now it is looking like a line structure. Now in this line structure, you are able to see how the output looks like in the same thing. Now let's say like I just put up this plot where I can distorted plot, and on this distorted plot, how the output looks like is something which is going to be deleted recently. So they're saying please update it. So distorted plot where you have a bar chart and a line chart over it, which helps me in understanding that how the complete curve has been moving along. Then I have count plot. I just use the count plot and just see the counting how it looks like. Uh, just put the count plot and then see how the counting plot looks. Yes. So already all the numbers are same, so they have an equal number of people, so it is just coming like this. Not a big difference coming up in that part. So like this, you can use multiple different methods of understanding how this thing looks like. Let me just give it to the basic one, like what we had his plot, historical plotting, and it looks something like that. If you are able to find something, a historical plotting, something like this, just type down in the chat box done, and I will get to know that yes, you have done it. If you're finding any errors or issue, take a screenshot and share them in the chat box so that I can help you with it. Okay, so I'm just taking some of the questions that has been asked up over there. Okay, so nicely has been put up. The student's name has been entered wrongly, so please make sure that Avinav, you have entered the student's name properly, and then try if you are getting still a issue, just let me know. Okay, Avinav, please look through the issue. The CSV file name that you have entered is wrong, so just rectify it. And if once you are done, just let me know if the output is coming or not. Others, if you are able to find this historical plot in your place, just let us know that yes, we are getting it, and just confirm me over there. And those who have completed, they can go to the Mentimeter. There is a question that has been floating up over there. Just type down the correct answer, which one will be the correct answer, select the correct option, and let us know that what will be the correct answer for that. And after this, we will be going into that specific question. So, how many of you have completed it? Just confirm me in the chat box. Done. And if you're finding any errors or issues into it, take a screenshot of the same thing and just let me know in the chat box so that I can help you out. If you have just completed, post it up in the chat box, done. Or if you're finding anything difficulty, issues, take a screenshot of the code and the error so that I can help you out and do it. Or neither, if you have done and you're getting a similar output, just let me know. And once you have typed done, just go to the Mentimeter, type, select the correct option. Which Python command displays text, show, display, and print? Which one does it? Just update me in the chat box, sorry, on the Mentimeter. Select the correct option, and then we will be revealing the answer for the same over there. I guess everyone is getting the answers. If you are able to see the bar graph in your part, please just update me in the chat box. Yes, you have got it done, and I will get to know that yes, you are ready to move ahead. Once you are done, please update me in the chat box. I'm waiting for your responses. Once you have got the chart, just update me in the chat box done so that I can get to know yes, you are done. You're ready to move ahead. I have only got four results till now, four people who are said done. How about others? Okay, five, four only. Okay. Others, if you're finding it difficult or issue into it, just let me know. I can help you out. Sorry. Anyone else finding anything difficult, any error, any issues? Please share me the screenshot of your code with the error so that I can help you out. Those people who have done completed it can come to the Mentimeter. There is a question live over there. Which Python command displays text, show, display, print? What will be the correct answer? Click on it. We have just recently done it, so you would be able to answer it very correctly. What is the correct answer? Please quickly, everyone, post it up in the chat box. Post it up in the Mentimeter. Choose the correct option over there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, which topic are you content?
Sorry,
Which topic are you content, sir? Tomorrow. What topic?
sir, I'm not getting you properly. Your voice is
Huh?
breaking.
Hello, sir. Are you audible? Hello.
Your voice is breaking in the middle. I'm
Hello,
not able to
sir. Hello,
understand you.
sir. Hello.
Yes.
Tomorrow, what are topic is tomorrow?
Can you just put up in the chat box so that I can read it from there?
Okay, sir. Okay. I will test in this chat box.
Okay.
This was nice, sir. Very clearly.
Okay. Balakrishnan, your voice is breaking in the middle. I'm just not able to understand it properly. If you can just type in the chat box, it will be very easy for us to read it and understand what is your query.
Okay, my side is network issue, so again, I will put in this message. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, turn my goes.
Yes. So I guess others who have completed it, please quickly put up the chat box. Yes, you're done. You're ready. You have completed this code and you have got the bar graph with you, and you are able to retrieve the results. If you have done it, you just put up in the chat box and let's see the results in the Mentimeter. Which Python command displays text? Show, display, print. So currently 11 people have responded up. Just another one more minute and then we will be seeing the results over there, that how many of you have which Python command displays the text. So please select the correct
Hello,
option
turn
that
my.
you feel like. Hello.
Hello, turn my.
Yes.
It's possible. Are you teach SQL with AI? If any possible,
Sorry.
can you teach?
Sorry.
I will test in chat box. The turn my. Wait a minute.
Okay. Sorry, Balakrishnan, I cannot go outside my topic. What topics have been fixed and done, planned up, we have to go with that because we have a very stipulated time in which we have to complete it. So I cannot go out of that thing.
Turn my. One more thing. It possible. It's Sana Cloud.
No, sorry, Balakrishna, it's already stipulated things have been planned upon, and that only I have to run through because I have
If
only
you get
two
free
days.
time, please teach. Okay.
Sorry.
Let me know. If you get free time, any idea, let me know. I will join this.
There won't be a free time. This 2 day session will be
Okay.
completely have there is scheduled that what needs to be
Not
covered.
urgent. Turn my. Any other dates okay. Any other days. Future. Maybe next week or next yeah, month. Any dates okay.
I don't do it like this, Balakrishnan.
Possible.
I don't do it like this.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess everyone has put up their answers in the Mentimeter, and I guess everyone's done what the correct answer. Everyone is aware about it. The correct answer is print. So Python command displays the text only when we type print into it. So already we have done, and I guess everyone has given me correct answers over there.
Yeah. My.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I guess everyone has got the correct answers and everyone has coded along with us, and we have seen that what is the correct how the Python is work. I hope everyone has learned something new how the Python works, and you have coded for the first time how the Python coding is done and how it can be retrieval up over there. Now, what we are doing, we are moving to the end of today one session. So, just I wanted to know a quick feedback from you. How do well these statement describes your day one learning experience? There are different thing. You just have your own choice. What you feel like is the correct, which how you feel like you can select any of the option, and I will be they open up for Q&A, for feedback and question answers at the same time. You can come up to the chat box, type down your questions in the chat box, and I will be able to answer you up over there. And others can please give your feedback in the chat box so that I can understand how was the session for day one, and similarly we can prepare it more better with day two also. So please select your correct whatever option that feels correct to you. How you feel like today, you can select any of the option from the day one learning. And if you have any queries, questions you want to ask upon from today's session and all, you can obviously put down your question in the chat box, and I can help you out with that. Quickly, if you have any question, put up it in the chat box so that I can help you out over there. And please, everyone, please try to make sure that you give your feedback in the Mentimeter so that I can understand that how the session was and how we can improve it and make it more better in the coming days.
Okay, sir.
Please, anyone, any questions if you have, you can obviously ask me in the chat box. You can ask me up. Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tanmay.
Thank you.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll see Tanmay.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Where are you from, Tanmay?
I'm from Darjeeling.
Darjeeling. Okay, okay, nice. Okay, okay. I'm
Yes.
Tamil Nadu. I'm from.
I've been to Tamil Nadu.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I guess majority of the people have given the feedback. I don't know why but many of the people are not connecting up on Mentimeter. Fine, it was a great experience working with you all. Just to know more about me, this is the QR code for my LinkedIn profile, and that's my link for LinkedIn. You can connect with me in LinkedIn, and you can have multiple more details about the data science, cybersecurity, and all of such things. There are multiple students from all around the world who are connected up, even from the ministries and all. They are available where they are sharing upon the different changes and trends in the education field related to computer science. So you can always connect with it, and we will be looking forward for day two, where we will be moving from data science to more ahead to AI. We will be learning how to understand or learn from AI and make sure our data science can be moved forwarded to AI. So what data we have collected, we will try to get more insight so that it can start learning out of it, and it will be working around with that. So we will be moving to AI, artificial intelligence tomorrow. From data science, we will be moving with the same data sets and every other thing. So keep the things handy so that we can move on to day two. So thank you all for your feedback, great feedback with the sessions and all, and hope
Okay.
to see you back on tomorrow, day
Bye,
two,
Tanmay.
and continue there. Bye, Balakrishnan.
Bye, Tanmay. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you all. Meet you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.